This is Rose Battisti Bassman for the Hastings Waterfront Oral History Project. I'm at home with my mother, Ada Battisti, at 52 Columbia Avenue. Mother was born in Onatello, Italy on October 17, 1908. Mom, give us some history of your childhood.
Well, I come with a big family, a family of 11.
11 children?
11 children, and I helped my mother to raise them.
You were the oldest?
I was the oldest, and then I continued to help for a while till I got married.
What did your father do?
My father was a businessman at wholesale grocery. And so my life was too bad, And then I started to dream. I want to change the country, and I started to think come in the United States. Finally, one day, my dream come true. And I met your father.
Dad was from the same town?
Yeah, there for the same time. He come home after 6 years in the United States. He come home to visit his relative, and we start to decide to get married. But he come, let me see, 1927 when he come was July 26, 27, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we start
to date.
And September 1st we got married. And October 8th I was in the United States. So,
Where do you... No, go ahead.
When I come in this country, and I was very, very happy to be here and to see what I see, and it was beautiful, everything I see, because I was very excited to be here. And
did you miss Italy?
No, I missed family a little bit, but not much Italy. Just like I was born in this country. I love this country without a know the country. But anyway, so yeah.
And when you arrived here, did you come to Hastings right away?
Yeah. When I come in this country, I stayed just 15 days in Mumbai with the cousin of my hand, and then a friend also find the job for Daddy down the Anaconda, and we come to the Anaconda, the Hastings.
You've been here ever since?
Yeah, I've been here for 60 years. And but I love every moment that I love it. So,
how did you manage with the language?
Well, I try to do the best. Daddy, your father tell me, teach me for the alphabet and a book. And when I learn the alphabet, for some reason or another, I pick up a little bit, and then I start to go to the store, a little Italian-American book. And so I start to learn to bread and meat and things like that. And that went pretty good for a while. Then a little at a time, come very easy for me to broken English, but I pick up everything.
You made yourself.
I don't have no problem with the language. I think because your father helped,
Yeah.
But I don't have no problem at all. In fact, I went to work 8 months after I be here to Young's, one of the lingerie factory. And we have, it was a little difficult to understand everything, but I managed it very well. I have a lot of fun, and I stayed working there about a year.
How did you get to the factory?
a friend bring us to the factory to work because she was American born. And so we worked there for a while.
How did you travel from Hastings to Yonkers?
Well, the trolley was in front of the house where I was live.
And where were we living at that time?
Oberton Avenue, 423 Oberton Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
And so the trolley was right there, taking me to us to Youngs, and stop us and pass the square over there, and then he leave to city line.
Oh, to the city line in
Yeah, to the
Hastings.
city line, and then the bus take us from city line, Hastings city line, to Yonkers and the square.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, we turned the corner and we was a factory.
And what was that factory like?
The factory was one big large room. There were about 40, 50 machine, and everybody electric machine and thing,
Sewing machines.
There was more than a machine, and we was a lot of people look like a little family there, and the most foreign people. And the only couple, the American one, they was 100.
They interpreted for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And then
What did you do there?
I used to make a buttonhole and always little lace around the
Collars?
the car, and all the finish. I used to do the
You
finish.
didn't work the machines?
No, I don't like the electric machine at that time.
What were the working conditions like, Mom? Nothing?
No, nothing special. You eat right on the top of the machine there,
You had your lunch.
They give you about half an hour,
Mm-hmm.
and they have one sink, one toilet, just
To wash?
just to wash, and but no special room to. They have recreation or something like that. No.
What hours did you work?
7. It was 7 to 5, I think.
You had to be on the job at 7?
7 o'clock we start, yeah, 7 to 5. Mm.
And what were you paid?
Oh. Mm. The pay was
By the hour?
by the hours, about 30 cents, no more than 30 cents an hour.
And you made how much in a week?
$7, $8, something like that.
Did you find it difficult to work there?
No. No, it was too difficult, no, because I have those friends around, and I never was afraid to be in the United States without a language or anything. I just enjoy myself, and I was so happy to be here. Nothing about me.
And what made you quit there?
Well, I think I become pregnant, so I'm supposed to have a baby, and so I have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And what year was Seal born in?
1929, and then you 1931. Yeah.
And Claire?
Claire 1932.
Mm-hmm.
So then I have a chance to work.
What was the apartment like on Warburton Avenue?
Oh, that was a co-flat, 4-room. It was a nice divide, but no hot water. We warm up the water on the stove. Then when I wash clothes, I do the same. We gotta boil the clothes because we know how to have water. And and that time, that building, I think was the only one. They have a gas light,
Mm-hmm.
so we got a light with a match,
Mm-hmm.
and I have the gas stove and the coal stove
And how did you heat the house?
with the coal. Mm. And That was the building.
What's
the
that?
toilet, the two-family.
To each bathroom
Yeah, the bedroom was on two-family.
in the hall.
And a hall, yes.
And we were on the 4th floor.
I was on the 4th floor. Yeah, and, it was about 6 family on the 4th floor. Yeah, it was altogether there was 18 family in that building.
And do they all get along?
Yeah, we was Italian and Polish. And we enjoy ourselves at the point with the finger. What do we want to talk about? We give the things to each other,
And you help each other?
and we help each other. And it was nothing strange or no hard, but nothing.
No arguments, no problems with the families or the children?
No. And the children get along so well. In fact, your sisters speak Polish at the end. But that was nice. It was very nice.
Do you remember how much you paid for rent?
Oh yeah, the rent was about $20 a month. I lived there 14 years. Also raised only once for $22. Was when the house burned almost,
It did burn down.
Oh yeah, the house burned down. Was just not after the rest $2. Yeah.
Who owned the house when you first moved there?
Tinquish, Miss Tinquish.
And then when did the Troskis buy it? Was it soon after?
I don't remember the year. No, I was there about 12 years, 13 years when the house burned.
14.
14 years when the house burned. The Roscoe buy about 4 years before. Yeah. So
When did you start work in the Anaconda?
1937, and I worked at the Anaconda till the war was over. And that was 1948, I think I quit.
You worked until
Yeah.
1948?
Yeah.
What kind of work did you do in the Anaconda where you first went there?
First was waterproof.
Weatherproof?
Yeah, whiteproof.
Wire?
Wireproof, yeah. And I worked from 6 to 2.
6 in the morning to 2.
To 2 in the afternoon, because then allowed the woman work after 10 o'clock at night. So then I have the shift to 2 to 10 at night, but no to 12 never. Then when the war started, we worked with a wire cable, and then we start to work around the clock. So we work 8 to 4, 4 to 12, 12 to 8. So, and it was a little hard to begin, but then it was okay. We got used to.
Now, you were on piecework,
Yes.
and that meant you had to do
I
what?
have to produce. No, we have the salary, about 40 cents an hour, 45 cents an hour. And then, so we make production over so many hours to feed the stuff, and then they give us the extra money for the piecework. Yeah.
I remember seeing those machines on a class trip. They were huge.
Oh, that's the 6-inch machine. That's what they put to me the first time. That was big. We have only 6 of those. But then they bring me to the final one. That's where it was a small machine. But we have, 48 spoon to put in and the wire when we do for the Navy.
You were doing Navy
wire
project.
cable. Yeah.
And how many machines did you have to work at one time?
20.
You had to operate 20 at one
20
time?
about the same.
And you had to run them alone?
I ran alone. We was 3 girls. We have 20 machine each to run. So we help each other. So one want to go upstairs for a minute, and but we was busy over there all the time, continue. So and they all was that way, 20 each, nothing. The only thing I never work on those machines, but they have the paper machine. They can operate, but they gotta have only 10. They can't have 20 because the paper keep on breaking and have all that trouble. So, but the rest there was 20 machines on the time.
Did you
Each person.
Did you have to wear? Excuse me. Did you have to wear anything in particular to uniform?
Yes, uniform.
What did you wear?
Oh, when we got a slacks with a blouse and a little hat, like the
You had to cover your hair from getting
cover
caught.
your hair, then get caught on a machine.
Now, those uniforms were provided by the company, or did you have to
No,
buy?
we have to buy.
And do you remember how much they cost?
I don't remember exactly, but I think it was too much. I mean, for the salary, let's say $10 for the uniform with a belt.
And the shoes were?
Oh, the shoes, that was separate. There was safety shoes. I have to wear safety shoes, And the shoes was $6. That's a strong one,
With the steel
With the
tip?
tip, yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you have, how many uniforms did you have to have?
3. 2 going, one in case you need one to change because you wash your wear. For people who could wear it, what's the material, you could wash it on the night and wear it the next day. At that time, we might have to dry or anything, so I do my own wash, and so we have a 3.
And you wash by hand?
I wash by hand,
Do they have any special facilities for the women there when you first went?
No.
No.
No, was just 2 sink and 2 bedroom, that's it. And after a while, they fix the recreation room, the locker room to dress up, and in the washroom they had about 8 sink, 8 toilet, and all mirror around, all tile, and the recreation was beautiful, where we have a lounge and everything, and the lock they keep it clean, everybody come to clean, they have special people clean, and then we have the shower. Every night we got to take a shower before we come, so they have those stand-up shower on a circle, like, there was 4 on this, 4 on the other, and then they have another little tub to put your feet in to cool them off when if you don't want to shower.
Was the work there?
They're obligation to clean yourself.
You were obligated to shower?
Yes, because especially I think we breathe over there, the dust, they was afraid we get sick, so.
There was a lot of cotton?
No, not the cotton, but especially.
Asbestos?
Oh, yeah, it was a lot.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and then we do the cable, we cover them with the steel, and that's a lot of dust, and oh no, you gotta be well taken care of.
Did you wear a mask?
No, but the people work on asbestos.
Asbestos too?
That's the one they wear.
And how about the ear protection for the noise of those machines? No.
We put the cotton when necessary. We do it ourselves, but they don't give me nothing.
There was no law about that at that time?
You have a whistle. After 10 years, I quit. I still have a whistle. Those machines was strong. But I used to put cotton. Some people that do that, no problem. And the beginning, when I work on a waterproof, they don't give us head. They don't have the head. So we buy the babushka and tie him like this, and the ears was covered.
It served more than one purpose.
Yeah.
Do you recall how much you made in a week down there? What would be the maximum you could make?
The maximum to the less I work.
From the beginning to the end, say how did it
Yeah,
increase?
says when I started was about $40 a week.
Mm-hmm.
When I finished today, was about $55. No more than that. I never went up than that.
No matter how much you
raise.
produce. No.
Not much raise. All the time it raised 4 cents, 5 cents.
Out of the $55 you earned a week, did the Anaconda cover any of your medical insurance, or did you have to
We
pay?
have to pay.
You had to pay all of it on your own?
Yes, everything I know. Then when they put the Social Security, where it was. Oh, when they put the Social Security, they take off from us too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You didn't have Social Security when you first went to work there? In
Not
37?
at the beginning,
No.
No, after when the war came.
They started the Social Security?
They started all of that for us, yeah.
But you had workman's compensation in case you got
Yes,
hurt
in
on
case
it?
I get hurt, that we call it that.
Did you ever get hurt on the job?
No.
Was your job that dangerous that there was a good possibility?
Oh yeah, you could put the hands between the machine, you lose an arm, you lose a lot of people that get hurt because sometimes the people know what's careful. We have the safety, the people.
Safety inspectors?
Yes, and they come about, the people don't believe, sometimes they start to blow the machine, they have the blood to clean them up all the time, they don't let it get dirty. And they do when the machine was running, they get caught, so yeah.
So there were many injuries, do you think?
There was few, but not too many, on the woman's side. Most of the men, they was for the very bad sometimes.
They took more chances?
They could get more chances, and they have a better job too, like the fire wire, the fire rod mill, and the special, and the fire wire. Sometimes the wire break and hit my face or something. That was a better danger, yeah.
How many women were working there, say in 37 when you started until you finished in 48?
Well, I think from when I started in the beginning to the end, it was about, when I started, it was about, say 80 people. 80 women? 80 women.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it closed, it was quite over 150, maybe more. A couple hundred women spread all over there.
And during the war, these women took on the men's jobs that were away in Syria?
Well, my job was almost men too. The white cable. The man was in the army, and the woman got to take over to do the work. So all of the young boys, they was away. The husband was away, so.
The women did all the work.
Did all the job. Yeah, we work for every job for women.
Yes, that I could see when I went down there.
Yeah.
How much of a change did you see in the Anaconda from 37 to 48 in those 11 years you worked there?
I had lots of improvement. Oh yeah. Then we have all this safety, all those ease to handle, no machine with different operation. They save the stuff by themselves. They got the clock and back to tune by themselves. You don't have to go like before. Put something on top of the letter.
The counter.
The machine, the can. Then we have much more mechanic. Anything happen or bend or something, you call, they come there, the woman and have to do before.
You had to repair your own machine?
Before I left, not repair the mechanical, but a lot of things, we used to repair ourselves. We didn't bother to take off one of those spinners on the top, pull back in, so the cable break. We put them together ourselves, but I'm going to know. After so many years, then we have the wire boy put the cable on the back. We don't have to roll those rails to put them on the machine, so the boy do. And he helps to fix was break. And then when we need a mechanic, there was there, and we call him up. No, then the woman just watch the machine. We cannot touch anything. That was an obligation.
Was that part of the union contract?
It was part of the union contract. It was part of the, and at the same time, the union had another system at that time. For the company slow down from week or two or month, and then everybody got to have share. Every week, those people got to work 2 days a week, so not let them stay out.
No one was out for a week.
Yeah, nobody got to stay because we was all under the union. And then the union started to come a little rough, But otherwise, it was too bad. In the end, was the Anagon improved a lot. After I left, you want to stay there. Everything, the recreation for men, there was beautiful cafeteria, and get coffee, anything you want. And then the woman recreation, they have everything good. In the bathroom, there was all tile, white tile. No danger to the germ or anything,
Yeah.
So, but that was a clean. Everything was very clean.
So
It wasn't a big improvement. It was, for 9 years, I think I was there. 10 years I was there. Lots of improvement.
Why did you leave in 1948?
I got sick. I got thyroid condition.
Overactive thyroid.
Yeah, then I never went back because the doctor said it was too much the dust, and I cannot stand that fume. A lot of fume too over there with the tire. When they tied the wire, they put the tire on a table. Yeah,
To make it
it
stable.
was too much smoke, and it was good for my throat. So that's why I leave. Otherwise, we work hard,
Certainly, you certainly did.
It's okay. But we work hard, especially the woman, work down there, and fit night and day, come home, take care of the family, take care of the wash, everything by the hands, and then go back to work next morning. We manage the best we could.
That's
It
evident.
was hard to work, but it was nice.
You made a lot of friends.
I met a lot of friends. I still, when I meet them, I think some of those people I know in the building, people I work with, look like a sister. They say, all different language, but we love each other. It was nice.
Thank you, Mother, for your time and for the information.